There is little doubt that the popularity of the Twilight Saga has something to do with hotness factor. Did somebody say Wolfpack six-pack? No? Great. Let's take a look now at the making of the Twilight heartthrobs.
That's Edward Cohen. He's totally gorgeous, obviously. But apparently nobody here is good enough for him.
Robert Pattinson, you know, a British actor that American audiences did not know. He was well cast, he's pale, he's broody looking, he's got an unbelievable jawline. He looks very strong and masculine, but also youthful. And it just catapulted him into mega fame.
That jaw. Oh, yeah, that doesn't hurt at all. You know, instead of the handprint, you know, and they're getting their handprint, they should do a jaw.
I went into it, it was a normal audition. I didn't know anything about it. And I kind of, you know, every day it gets 100 times bigger.
So Stephanie Meyer, the author of the Twilight series, did not, in fact, envision Robert Pattinson to play this role at first. She had Henry Cavill on mind, the new Superman. Unfortunately, he was a little bit older for the role to portray a 17-year-old. Shiloh Fernandez, who was also up for the role with Robert Pattinson. But ultimately, Robert Pattinson won the role and all of our hearts.
Robert Pattinson has the classic leading man good looks. He looks like something out of the 1930s. It could have been a matinee idol, you know, a century ago. But that guy can actually act as well. We've seen him in some other movies, and I see the seeds of a true strong actor here.
Edward, you have to trust me.
I do trust you. It's him I don't trust.
Taylor Lautner brings warmth and energy to Jacob. He's a spunky guy. He's the youngest of the three by far, and even as a character, Jacob, he's supposed to be warm, and he exudes that.
My dad paid me to come talk to you. $20.
Fans loved him and lobbied hard to cast him in the second movie, and he worked his butt off to get into shape. He cut his hair, he bulked up, he showed that he could be much more mature looking and sort of a cut, physical werewolf.
It definitely required me to step up, but Jacob goes through a major transformation and he becomes a different person. He transforms physically, but most importantly, like emotionally and mentally.
And it doesn't hurt at all that Taylor Lautner takes off his shirt for these movies.
Doesn't he own a shirt?
Kristen Stewart was definitely the most known of the three actors, and she's been acting for a long, long time. She was 12 years old when she starred with Jodie Foster in The Panic Room, and she had just starred in Into the Wild.
What year were you born?
So I'm 16.
She's actually quite a good icon. She allows her natural paler color to just be her paler color. She's not obsessed with her body. Just the fact that she's a little bit unusual looking, and yet girls find her very attractive and want to be her.
She's a lot more interested in being an actress than being a movie star and all that goes with it. So I think there's part of her that's probably going to breathe a sigh of relief once this franchise is over. I think she'll continue to have a very strong career, though. She's very talented.
I felt such a responsibility for the character. Like, I didn't want to ruin her. I wanted people to be able to experience her the way I did, and that's always what compels me to do a movie.
She sometimes looks like she's got a chip on her shoulder, and I think she's really had to adjust to being photographed and being videotaped all the time and understanding that it's just part of the game. It's growing up.
Looking forward to Breaking Dawn?
Yeah. I really think that Kristen Stewart is a heartthrob, but she always makes time for her fans, and she really shows it, whether it be in her interviews or just in her movies. She really shows her passion.
I can let you go now.